Good day, everyone, and welcome to Different Stages Radio. I'm your host, JJ, broadcasting in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. And my guest today, you know her as the front woman from German AOR band Violet, who are about to release their upcoming EP, Silhouettes, on February the 27th. Please welcome my guest, Jamie Beckham. How are you?
Hey guys, how are you doing?
Nice
So
to
good
have,
to be here again.
yes, nice to have you back for a repeat time. Second time, first time, second time. How you
Yeah,
been?
I'm also so glad to be here tonight. So good.
Excellent. Well, it's exciting times again. Felt that EP just kind of slid out of nowhere, and I want to say quickly that I will not deny when I first saw, oh, you're releasing EP. I will say I was actually a bit slightly bummed, only because I love the full album experience. And EP has really become kind of the way of the land over the last number of years. But I don't think you should undersell what you have coming out because it's much more than an EP once you actually look at what's all involved. So at first I'm like, oh, there's three new songs, very cool demo track, and then a track that's never been on physical, which we can talk about, and then the live material. So in many ways, it's kind of a full album
Somehow, yeah.
somehow.
Yeah. Actually, yeah, we would have loved to produce another full-length album for all the guys and girls out there, since we love to be in the studio and we love to make some new songs. But as you may know, an album costs a lot of money. So, yeah, for a young band, it's not that easy to like put one album and then just produce another like right away. So we had to work with everything we got right now. And it's been difficult times for musicians after the pandemic. So right now it's not that easy to produce a full length album, but we still wanted to like put another mark in the scene, like that people will not forget what we're doing and we're still there, like hi. And so we just thought, yeah, okay, then let's do like an EP so the people have a few new songs and a few like demo tracks, live songs. So yeah, and I mean we have 8 songs on the EP, so it's like almost a full-length album, but with not that many new tracks.
Almost a bit of a mini album, but I'd almost say a little bit of a best of and rarities. You could almost call it kind of that. And I think what was kind of nice though is that it hasn't been, like in some cases where we're often waiting 3, 4, 5 years for a band to release something, and then all of a sudden we
Yeah.
waited that long and it's an EP. It's almost like, oh, but it's for those who might be new to the band who are maybe just checking you out now for the first time. Mysteria is only really a year old or just cracked a year old, right? So in many
Yeah,
ways,
like
yeah.
yeah, I think we released Mysteria in December 2024,
Yeah.
and we thought, okay, like we want to like release some new stuff every about 2 years or something. So we thought, okay, it's 2026, let's go for it.
Now 2026 looks like we still, building that momentum, keeping things going, which I think is very wise. And physical releases we'll talk about coming out on February 27th on CD, and I believe the vinyl's delayed a month. That's coming out in March. Is that correct? We can get to
Yes.
specifics on those. But I wanted to ask you about the reactions to the first two singles so far, because yeah, somewhere somehow, I was again, I wasn't. I'm like, it's all right, but then immediately, like second listen, I'm like, no, I'm hooked. And then I'm like, okay, all of a sudden it's like the classic, and I'll call them classic Violet melodies that immediately get stuck in my head. And then set me free. It's like you guys are just awful writing these great hooky songs. And I mean awful in a delightful, endearing way. So where did these ideas come from?
Yeah, I mean, last time we had our chat about 1 year ago, Manuel was also here with us. And as you may know, he's the main songwriter in the band. And everything that we release is like from his feather. So, same with Somewhere Somehow. So he just wrote another very good song. I mean, this guy is incredibly talented. And yeah, that's everything I can say on that. I mean, I'm very, very proud how the song turned out, and I'm proud that like so many people loved it. We had about 200 70 views on YouTube in about 1 month or something. So it was absolutely crazy. And yeah, it's just the talent of our guitarist and songwriter.
And now with your guitars too, I also want to talk about how you guys keep complementing your vocal styles and your harmonies, which I think just also add to the sound of Violet. Talk about how you guys work together that way and deciding who's singing what.
Actually, this is kind of a teamwork session. So we spend a lot of time in the studio and then we try a lot of things. So I try to sing like this line and like Manuel tries another one, and then we think about, okay, does that sound right or do we have to switch it or something? So it's just like Manu starts with a demo, and this demo is just like the skeleton of the song, and everything else what we do on our songs happens in the studio, just trying. We're just trying out a lot, and in the end something kind of cool comes out. So this is basically how we do that.
And now, do you feel that you've been pushing your vocals a bit more on this? Because I find with somewhere somehow that it feels like you're pushing yourself just a bit more. Do you feel that?
Actually, I can say that I'm very proud of my vocals at the moment. I was practicing a lot in the last year. Um, and what feels kind of good to me is that I'm 23 years old right now, and I can really hear that my voice changes a lot. I like when I'm hearing my voice, I'm like, okay, I'm turning into an adult right now. And this is very good because in the first songs, like on Illusions, our first album, I really didn't like my voice because I sounded like, I don't know, like a 16-year-old. And I was basically 16-year-old back then. So yeah, it's so weird. Like it's cool to hear like your voice aging and to hear that process. So yeah, I would say I definitely pushed my voice further, and yeah, I'm very proud of it.
Yeah, and it must be encouraging to know that there's still some parts in there that you probably haven't even fully explored or haven't fully
Yes.
developed yet. So that must be, hey, where's that going to come in? When's that going to come in?
Yeah, I mean, I will definitely yeah, push it even more further. I mean, I have a wonderful vocal coach and she's always there for me when I have questions or anything. And what feels good for me personally is when it comes to our live performances. Like in the last 3 years or something, I had some vocal difficulties playing live. Like we had one show and I didn't quite hear myself on stage, and the next day I didn't have any voice anymore. Like and now after about 2 or 3 years practicing and having a lot of life experiences, this doesn't happen anymore. And I'm so proud of it because we can finally go on tour because of that. And this is a very, very big step in Violet history, in my opinion. So yeah, very proud of that.
Learning more that it's about a marathon and keeping your voice in shape rather than having these periodic shows where you're going full on and then
Yeah.
oh no, we got a show tomorrow
Yeah.
and you're all gassed.
Yep. But this is something you have to learn, and it comes with time, actually. So nobody knows um, how to do things perfectly in the beginning. And in the first 2 or 3 years of Violet, I was a fucking teenager. I had no clue what to do with my voice. And yeah, right now I have a wonderful vocal coach, and I'm much more focused because I'm much more adult right now. So I know what to do, and I know where the band is willing to go to. I know where the band wants to go. So yeah, right now I have much more control over my body and over my mind than I had back then 3 years ago or something.
Now back to Manuel, your phenomenal guitar player, songwriter. I remember when I was speaking with you folks last time and talking about where does this authenticity of the style of 80s pop rock verging on maybe hints of metal at times, hints, just little hints, um,
Little hints.
little hints. And for me being of that time um, like for me, I was 13 in 86. So for me, this is really a throwback to that time where I feel like I'm back in junior high, in a frightening yet good way, remembering the good things. And I remember Manuel not saying and asking you, where does this come from? And he was speaking about his dad and how
Yes.
influential he is. Is he
Yeah.
is he still involved? Was he involved with the process of Silhouettes and getting those sounds? Can you
Yeah.
speak a bit
He
about him that may not
definitely
know?
is. He definitely is, and
Mhm.
he is the producer on Silhouettes, like he was back then in Mysteria. And in my opinion, it turned out perfectly. His name is Andy, and he's absolutely awesome. He's like an animal when it comes to productions. Absolutely crazy guy. So yeah, we're quite happy that we're still able to work with him. And I think we're also working with him in the near future when we're producing album 3. So yeah,
And do we have a little bit of a skeleton on that so far? Or are we just getting ideas together for album 3?
actually the demos are finished, but yeah, right now it depends on how many gigs we get in the next, let's say, 12 months, because when we can't play any gigs, we don't have enough money to produce that. So now everything depends on the live shows we're playing this year. And when this turns out quite good, then 2027 could be our year.
Constantly reinvesting into the band. Now, I wanted to ask more
Yeah,
about the tracks on the album. So, yeah, Set Me Free just got has that pocket. Dangerous Youth, that was a great track as well. Is that something that another manual creation, or are these any of these more of a band effort? That's he just has this
he
sickness of
he
pumping these songs out.
he does everything. So yeah, it's another Manuel Heller song.
And then the Calling on You, which of course isn't necessarily a new track, but this will be the first time that it's on a physical release, correct?
Yes, yes.
Now, was that done during the Illusions time? Like, when was that actually originally recorded and written?
The idea behind Calling for You was actually that it's like our EP Silhouettes right now. It's like a little mark to remind people we're still there in times between the albums.
Mhm.
So Calling for You was a part of our career between Illusions and Mysteria. And we went in the studio for just this one song to just put another song into the world so that people notice us again. And it actually became a fan favorite. Like everyone loves that song. And so we decided to put it on our vinyl as well, because everyone was like, oh, I want that one on vinyl and I want that one on a CD. And we were like, okay, then we'll put it on the EP.
Perfect. And then the Fall in Love demo, which was originally, or became, sorry, the Fall in Love demo became which track?
I don't want to fall in love on
Right.
Mysteria.
Yeah. And that's a pretty solid demo. So is that to give fans an idea of generally how Violet demos sound?
Yes, exactly. We wanted to put that one on the EP so that fans notice how our songwriting works actually, and how a demo sounds in the beginning, and how songs are able to evolve with time actually. So it was, yeah, quite like a natural process on that one, and we thought, yeah, it could be cool.
Why not, huh? And then
Why not?
why not?
Exactly.
And then the live tracks. You get to the live tracks. I'm like, wow,
Yes.
this is sounds phenomenal. Like the production, the mix, the energy. Like I can
Thank
see
you so much.
it while hearing it. So with that too, is there any visual out there that one can source, or might we see some video from that? Is there anything from that, or is it just strictly audio?
Actually, we will release the live version of Sex and Harmony as our third single from the EP in about, I don't know, 2 weeks or something. And this will contain a video, a music video from a live show in Ludwigsburg, Germany. It was on the 21st of December, 2024 like our release show of Mysteria. And yeah, it will be our third single, and I'm very proud how that turned out.
Excellent. And now on the topic of videos, because you have some of the most brilliant videos that are such a classic throwback and such time and care that are put into making these. Can you tell people a bit about the videos? Because I really want to steer people to see these videos, because once again, videos are entertaining, but they're still not great if you don't have a great song. So the videos are great, songs are even better. But again, Bad Dream, I just kills me every time. Can you talk a bit about that and steer people towards videos?
First of all, thank you very much. And when it comes to the videos, yeah, like the cool thing about our music videos is that this is the one part in the band where everyone is involved in the idea when it comes to the video. Like, for example, Bad Dream was kind of my idea because, as you can see, I'm a big Evil Dead 2 fan, so I wanted to put some Evil Dead 2 vibes and like horror vibes into that. And when it comes to Somewhere Somehow, for example, we wanted to have like some kind of very, very sad and yeah, quite depressing story because the song also has very deep meanings behind it. And we were on our way to a show near Cologne when the idea for that video came. So yeah, and then we have a wonderful music video producer, Christopher Van Collas. Uh, awesome guy. He's absolutely amazing, and he just captures our vibe, like the vintage 80s vibe, but also with a quite interesting realism to it. So we just love working with him. And in January, we had a very cool thing going on because Bad Dream was nominated for a award, like a music video award in Germany. Unfortunately, we didn't get the award, but being nominated for something like that for a small band with a music video we made in about 2 days or something is absolutely crazy. So yeah, a lot of effort is into these videos, but it just yeah, it's perfect, and we love to do that. And this is one of the main parts of Violet. This is one of our strengths, doing cool videos with a cool vibe.
But also, but not having the video be a crutch where it's all about, okay, this is a really, enjoyable video to watch, but yet the song, and that's why I want to steer people again, the song makes the video and vice versa, that they complement each other well, and the video won't be nearly as good if the song isn't great. So
Yeah,
congratulations.
that's true.
It's
Yeah.
very, very true. Now, Silhouettes, you have a release party coming up on March the 7th. Is that correct?
Exactly, in Stuttgart, in Germany, with two very cool support acts out of the local pop music scene. Yeah, it's gonna be very cool. I mean, actually, our the tickets are already about 70 sold tickets or something, and we think it's gonna get about 100 or 120 or something. So it's gonna be very, very good.
Good stuff. And then you have a big show in April. Is that true?
Yes, Keep It
Yeah.
True Festival.
How cool is that?
To, to me personally,
Yeah.
one of the best things we've achieved in our, I don't know, we have 2026, 5 years of doing Violet, because Keep It True is one of the biggest festivals ever in the metal scene. And we have a lot of very, very, very important bands for my personal career that are playing on that day, like Magnum, for example, my favorite AOR band ever. And then the guys from Venom will be there, like Mantis and Abaddon. And then we will have Tom G. Warrior from Celtic Frost, actually. So it's going to be amazing. And playing in front of these legends, I still can't believe it. Like, oh my God.
It's too much, but a great way to make some contacts.
Definitely, yes. The cool thing about that gig is that Oliver Weinsheimer, like the guy who does all that booking stuff for the Kid Festival. He went to our concert in Nuremberg in my hometown back in March last year. And in the beginning, he was like, let's see what they got. And in the end, he came up to us to like ask us if we want to play at Kid Festival. We were like, what? So that's how easy some things can become like that.
People are noticing Violet. There you go.
Aw,
The snowball's happening.
I'm
But
still kind of like a little bit afraid of that day because there are so many true metal fans, and I don't know how they will, yeah, how they react on our music because we're kind of very, very poppy. But yeah, let's see. Maybe it's not at least how I expected
well,
it.
be yourself, and that's where I don't want to make this about myself. But on that topic of feeling like, are you going to fit in? So the Violet sound once again reminds me of my junior high and high school period, mid to late '80s. That was my time, where often I wouldn't mind. Well, not that I liked it, but I would handle being ridiculed if I was listening to, in '89, let's say, and Justice for All in the morning, and maybe listening to Roxette Look Sharp on my lunch break. It's like how can you do both? It's like there are a lot of us that do. There's just not a lot of us that will admit to it. So keep that in mind with the true metalheads. They're like, no, we don't listen to that. It's like, yes, you do. Don't pretend. Yes, you do.
For me, it would be totally fine if we just get from the stage without having any tomatoes or something on our clothing or beer everywhere or something. So just getting off the stage without having anything damaged, that would be fine for me.
I think you're going to have a great time and it's going to be a great experience. Now, where can we send people to purchase Silhouette and other Violet products so we can load up on physical things such as these dandies?
Yes,
We're,
we
we're,
have a web page actually, Violet Band Official, our website, and there is also our merchandise area where you can purchase everything you want, and we also ship to the States and to Canada, so that's kind of fine. And if you want to like pre-order it, then you have to contact our label, Metalapolis Records, and they have a link on their webpage where you can pre-order the album, the EP. So yeah, that's basically everything you can do actually.
and I'll be sure to post links at the end of this video as well so people have an alternate way to purchase stuff. And you can also pre-order and purchase Violet product directly from differentstagesradio.com. Jamie Beckham, it's been a pleasure to catch up.
It was a very, very, very big pleasure. Thank you so much.
And looking forward to Silhouettes coming out on February the 27th on CD and digital and vinyl to follow in March. Be sure to see them March 7th on their album release show. This is Different
uh,
Stages Radio.
Bye bye, everyone.